So if you notice, since we've already hid some tracks, this big H in green will unhide those. So if I click on those, that track is hidden. All these tracks are hidden. So I'm going to go ahead and hide all the tracks that I have muted right now, because I know that they're not being used. So that's good. These two I can hide. Huh, look at this. Look at these other basses that I have in here. They're all hidden. All right, I think that is it. Now what I want to do is also show another thing we can do. So that's the freeze method. So I'm going to go to track header components. I just 2-finger clicked. That's how I get this menu to go up. You can also hit control click. It's the same thing. So track header components and freeze. This was especially helpful when I was making my last EP, the Pizza Party EP, on a much older computer that could not handle nearly as much processing as my newer computer. What this does is it will freeze your tracks in place. Now, I would not recommend freezing anything that you think you're going to still use, but I could go and delete some of this, like all this stuff. I could just delete it, but just in case I want to come back, I don't think that's a good idea. So freezing it is a good option. It'll basically, I think it will bounce out a version. It won't show it bouncing out, but it'll bounce out a version of that file. So instead of having to play it every time, it just knows exactly what it's bounced out, and then it's done. So every track that I have hidden, I'm going to hit this freeze button. So this right here, basic rock fill. I forgot to hide that. So freeze, 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 freeze. Okay, just double checking to make sure that there's no tracks that snuck in that could be frozen. And you definitely don't have to do this. This is just helpful for organization, and if your computer's slow, it'll help your performance as well. So drop vocals, good. So I'm looking at these lead vocals. I could, yes, I'll do that. So freeze, mute. So it's this track. And then this one. I'm just doing this because these regions are already muted, so nothing's coming out. So I'm like, I might as well. By the way, don't hit play, because when you hit play, that's when it will actually freeze. So notice how I'm not touching this thing. It'll freeze, and it does take a little bit of time to freeze. So here we go. All right, so I've hidden these, so I will freeze those as well. Laser echo, good. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm just clicking and dragging to get all of these since they're all hidden. And these two aren't muted. I'm just going to mute them just in case. But I don't think anything's going to pop out because these regions are muted. Mute, freeze. All right, cool. I'll freeze these ones. These are all hidden. If they're hidden, I want them muted just to make myself feel better. And I'm just clicking and dragging. I'll do the same thing. I can click and drag up to freeze them. All right, I think that is good. Good, good, freeze, and freeze. So I'm going to hit H. Now, if you notice, this is a bit less chaotic. And when I close out all my track stacks, it actually looks like a manageable load. So it's not too bad here. All right, so now I've hit all my tracks successfully. Now this comes to the freezing part. So I just selected all those to be frozen. So I'm going to hit return to get me to the front. And then when I hit play, it's about to just freeze everything, which will hopefully, in theory, make my computer have more processing power for the actual mixing and mastering. So I'm going to hit play. And now it's freezing. And what I kind of realized halfway through that freezing process is it was going to freeze all the way to the end of the track. And I don't really need this. I don't want to get rid of this stuff yet. So what I might do actually is just mute all of these and see if I can just leave those over there. Oh, I can. Cool. Or not. Okay, whatever.